Informed, not inflamed media.
The Mueller report confirms a lot. Hi, everyone. John Daly here with some Informed, Not Inflamed. I have finished the Mueller report, to be more precise. I have listened to it. Go get it on audible.com. I read it or listened to it while walking the dog, exercising, and driving. Yes, you can easily stop the audio, then write or dictate notes. Here are some of the confirmations I have seen in the Mueller report. First, my overall assessment is that this president could be in legal trouble. Am I a legal scholar? No, so go read it for yourself. Was there a direct effort by the president and his campaign to work with the Russians? Well, yes and no. They certainly were open to opposition research against the Clinton campaign, but I think it was more about political opportunity, political ignorance, and ignorance of the law rather than any actual conspiracy. The problem is, like Nixon, the cover-up. And it appears Trump only became a target when he fired FBI Director Comey. So, in my opinion, should Congress move towards impeachment? I think they need to move further into an investigation that could possibly lead to an impeachment. But at the same time, too, I have no problem if there's an investigation of the FBI trying to hurt the Trump campaign by having this investigation. Yes, let's find out about the Steele dossier, too. We certainly allowed the O.J. Simpson lawyers to use the racist cop defense, and in fairness to the Trump campaign, we need to investigate the FBI. And for anyone on either side to push back against one or the other, that is hypocrisy. 2. The Mueller report confirms my bias. I am out front here. The real and professional news media, mainly the investigative print media, was nearly on target. There are very few Mueller revelations that we haven't heard already from the major print publications. Mueller unveils some facts that really only a prosecutor would get, but most of them are really not substantial to the overall findings. Yes, I have worked as a broadcast journalist, and here on my pages and in our upcoming book, I've documented the entertainment and sports bias of television news and the cable news channels that I think fail to create real news gathering, and that hurts our country. But I also know what it's like to be a newspaper and investigative reporter, and those print outlets have proven they are essential to an informed society. Now, do you take everything they've written as gospel? No. They have their biases, and they cater to their audiences too. And they're not perfect. They get things wrong, and stories evolve. Hey, Amazon sent me the wrong thing once, but do I stop using them? No. This is where you become a journalist for yourself, questioning all news outlets. But remember, when you question a news outlet, you better use journalistic tools to do that. In other words, make sure you've got documented evidence. Yelling fake news is not the answer. Now, my third revelation is how uninformed our society is. We are so stuck in the entertainment and sports bias that we don't have enough time to pick up a 400-page report to read it. Again, I'm not saying my assessment is right. You need to pick it up and read it for yourself. It's amazing to hear someone who is a Republican, who listened to Michigan Congressman Justin Amash talk about the Mueller report and his beliefs that Trump is also in legal trouble. A woman who was at the town hall said she was amazed that there were crimes committed because she had not heard it at all from the conservative media. Sure, you can blame the conservative media, but even Fox News commentators are agreeing with the now Democratic assessment of Mueller's report. Take a listen to Bret Baier on Fox News. Now, you could also pick up the Mueller report yourself, but we don't. Why? Well, 1, we're lazy. 2, we don't want to do anything that would disturb what we think is right. And 3, we are way too busy, thanks to the income inequality of our economy, making us take care of more jobs and taking care of more of our family. All right, here's my 4th overall takeaway from reading the Mueller report. When anybody challenges Post about this presidency, I will ask, did you read the report? In fact, I would suggest that every journalist, whether in print or on television, should ask every member of Congress that question first before they get their opinion on anything related to Russia. My guess is if they do that, you're going to hear a lot of lying. So, if you post on my news sites, please preface everything by saying, I read or I didn't read the Mueller report. Now, if you haven't read it, then your assessment will be looked at with some deficiencies. Yes, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but you're not entitled to your facts or an opinion with no facts. Now, is this a good summer read? Well, you should make it one. We need to get out of our lazy, stupid, myopic thinking. I know, sounds harsh. But if you wonder why our country is in the chaos we are in today, it's because we are grossly uninformed. Amazingly, at a time when we have so much information at our fingertips. Sure, the economy looks great now, but look ahead. We have massive debt that will slow us economically over the next few years and possibly the next few decades. We have a growing number of people who are retiring and will be taking money from taxpayers to pay for the majority of their Medicare bills. Now, compared to many parts of Asia, we are far behind technologically. I have been there. I've seen it. Just go to our Undercover Jet Setter YouTube channel and see some of the reports we've done on Asia. Our lawmakers are so far behind when it comes to innovations like cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and the blockchain. Private industry and entrepreneurs are already moving ahead and they are gaining steam. The problem is these technologies need some form of regulation because if they get into the hands of the wrong people, like China and Russia, then the world might be such a nice place to live in. So watch cable news for breaking news and dangerous occurrences in your area. That's what they do great. But when it comes to really understanding your future, your job, your family safety, you need to be reading. The Mueller report shows you how our democracy could be waning. Hopefully that scares you a bit. Sorry for the dire informed, not inflamed, but you should also be optimistic that you have all the information at your fingertips. You don't need a journalist, a political commentator, or one of our bribed lawmakers to tell you what to do. You can do it. Talk to you next time.
For more on John Daly, go to informednotinflamed.com.